Okay, now we're all set. Okay, where's your beer?
It's right.
You just
right
had
beer.
to clip it. All right.
Right beer.
All right, cheers.
Cheers to the Hoffman. To Matt Hoffman.
All right. LeFou, welcome to the We're Talking Drums podcast. How you doing today, my
I'm
friend?
doing pretty good, Cory. Thanks for having me.
Hey, it's my pleasure. I'm glad that we could do this in person.
Yo.
So this is one of the first in-person podcast episodes. Very excited about it. I'm glad.
The road.
Yeah.
Bootleg.
That's right. Here, let me get my notes real quick here. You guys, you're on tour with your band First Fragment currently.
Yes.
You played Montreal, Quebec City, Ottawa. How were those shows?
The shows were crazy. In Montreal, Quebec, it's at home. So, like, we do have a lot of buddies there, but a lot of new people. And, like, for real, the 2 home shows were crazy. Then Ottawa was super good, too. And we had Eric Marotti come out, Greg from Allegiant, Mike Wazinski. I call him Mike Portnoy. Mike, because he looks like him.
Yeah, he kind of does too.
Yeah, he does, man. But yeah, we had homies. It was awesome. Tonight, we got the Hoffman. We got Apogeian.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be awesome, man. I'm stoked.
I'm excited. Yeah, so that's tonight, Toronto at Hard Luck Bar. If you're listening to this and you didn't go, you missed out. Because I guarantee it's going to be a killer show. Soundcheck sounded great today.
Soundcheck was good.
No electronic problems.
Oh,
perfect.
So hoping it's going to be immaculate, as my boy says.
That's right. Immaculate vibes only.
Immaculate order, man. That's
immaculate order.
Rings of Saturn, man. They knew it. The immaculate order.
Yeah, that's man. It. Always. And you guys are carrying on like all across Canada, all the way out to what? Calgary is your furthest date, eh?
No. We're going
all the way to the West Coast.
But we're not going all the way to the Maritimes, though. I wish we could.
Yeah.
But I think
it's really hard for bands to tour.
Yeah, exactly.
East, you know,
like, I want to go to Newfoundland.
It's awesome there.
That would be crazy.
It is awesome. I know the guy that books in Newfoundland, so I'll hook you guys up with his number.
Yo,
Dean. He'll hook you up, man.
Oh, Dean, we're coming for you, bro.
All right. No, it's Justin Dean, but I like to call him Dean behind his back. I love him though.
I'll call him Dan
if you're listening. So I'll toss the dates in the show notes. If you can make it out to any of these dates across Canada, make sure you check out First Fragment. Tour's going well. You guys just started though. Like I was talking to you guys earlier, and this is kind of like the first day of tour because everything was very close to your homes.
The so first like 3 days, we could say right? The first 3 ones were sort of just like shows with the homies and stuff.
Yeah.
Now we're like First Fragment has not played past Ontario ever, so it's the first time the band is going out west. So. It's gotta be, the surprise of how many people, people are stoked on it, but I don't know who's gonna be there. We don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
But seeing how all the shows are going, I'm pretty confident with it.
Yeah, man. I think so as well. Like for me personally, like Winnipeg has always been a miss, but I've heard other bands be like, oh dude, we have to hit Winnipeg because Winnipeg's always sick. So I'm like, all right, so certain things are up in the air. And you guys are very like specific tech death, and I'm pretty sure Winnipeg at least has like a pretty solid tech death type of scene there.
I'm hearing that Winnipeg's getting better and better.
It's been years since I've been there.
I've been hearing a lot of people going, like Archspire went. It was sold out.
Well, and like, Archspire's whole tour was sold out. That was ridiculous.
But they still sold out Winnipeg. Which is apparently a very hard city to take over, let's say. So, bands are saying it, a lot more people are showing up, better venues. Looks like the scene's getting better there, so hoping for an awesome show.
I hope so, man. Yeah.
I don't know what day it is though, so you know, wherever you're playing, if it's in the week or the weekend, that's gonna play hard. Unless you're like a big, huge band, like where every night it's sold out. You know, that's one thing. But
like tonight, it's a Monday night. I hope that a lot of people show up. We're gonna find out here in a couple hours, but I hope so, because Toronto can be hit or miss on that front too. Like a Friday or Saturday show,
for sure, it's
probably
gonna be like
good. But also Friday, Saturday, a lot is happening in the city.
Yeah,
so you could have a Saturday show that everybody is going to a different show, because there's 6 metal shows happening.
It's like our Montreal show, first show of the tour. There was Rivers of Nile. Like right beside Testament, Exodus, right beside. They had a huge lineup. We have one too, so that was awesome. Even though there was all these shows, I think there were 2 more big shows. We had a lineup and we filled up foofs. It was awesome.
Hell yeah, man! I saw photos from that show. It looked fucking sick, dude.
It was good, man. It was fun. It was just a good, like, for a first show, it kicked off well, and I think the whole tour is going to be awesome.
Yeah, man, I'm stoked. All right, let's move on to the first record that you recorded with the band, correct? Because you joined in 2019. 18, I think.
Okay,
June 18.
February 2018.
Okay, and then this new record, which came out last year, and I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this correctly. Gloire Éternelle.
Gloire Éternelle.
There we go. I don't have.
You go. You say. Gloire.
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 Éternelle.
Éternelle.
You.
There we go. I speak French now, ladies and gentlemen.
Cory Duckman.
Yeah, that's it, dude. Oh my god. All right, now I can go back to Quebec.
Yes.
I know a new phrase.
You're
now.
legitimate now.
Yeah, let's go. So that came out last year. That was the first record you did with the band. What was the writing process like from your point of view, as like a new member and the drummer of a band that is so ridiculous on the guitar and even bass front of things? Like, were you going into it like, oh fuck, I need to step up and match?
I wasn't going into it. I wasn't going into it.
You weren't? No.
I saw, like, say midsummer or August, whatever, in 2017, I saw their post, the video for Sermention, and we're still looking for a drummer. Like, I was recording my first Pronostic album, and we discovered First Fragment, and it was like, you know, that's the ultimate, the elite. I'll never play that. I'll never ever be able to play that. And then, well, I saw that video. I was like, yeah, whatever. Like, that's not me. I'm never gonna do that.
Never gonna get
there.
there.
My girlfriend saw the post at one point, and she was like, "Yo, why don't you audition for it?" I'm like, "Yo, man, I can't play that." Like she's like, "Yeah, you
insane.
can." She's like, "Yeah, you can." You message him. So,
just do it. Yeah.
So I was like, yeah. She's like, yeah. So she pushed, and I wrote to Phil, and still looking for a drummer. Send me a video. So I did Sermention in my apartment, and he liked it. He told me, let's do an audition. This is October 2017.
2017. Wow.
I auditioned in February, end of February 2018. It took a long time to set up a jam, but we were able to do it. And for that audition, DDT was coming back for one show, which is his father's band, the OG Quebec metal band, DDT. And Phil was playing in the comeback, and they needed a drummer. So he asked me if I wanted to audition because Phil from Beyond Creation, he asked him, and I think they were playing Metal Fest at Trois-Rivières.
Oh, okay,
so he couldn't do it. He asked me, so I auditioned for First Fragment, and I auditioned DDT with him and his dad right same time.
At the same time.
That was crazy. So 2 auditions. I did Serment with Phil. He was like, all right, it was 100%.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to do another song? I'm like, well, Gula. We did Gula. And he said, all right, you're in. Like, I'll talk to the guys, but he was down.
He is like a massive part of the band, of the project, right? He does it's all the writing.
It's Phil.
It's Phil, yeah.
So his word is heavy on that, but he showed everything to the guys, and Forrest, Nick, they all liked it. And we jammed together and it worked out, and they were down. So I was taken there, and DDT worked out too. We did that show. It was crazy with Exciter. And there were 2 more like OG metal bands.
Oh yeah, nice.
And that came back for that show. It was like a few shows of reunions and all that. It was crazy, man. It was fun. Like playing, it's a mix of heavy metal, power metal, King Diamond sort of screams. Super. It was cool, man. I loved it.
Yeah.
And then I can't wait for the next DDT show if ever it does happen.
Yeah.
It might actually happen. Yeah. So
you'll just be waiting for that call.
I'm waiting. Phil knows. I think everyone's pretty much down. We just need to like legitimately talk about it at one point and make it happen, I guess.
So. All right. So by that point, February 2018, you do the auditions, you're in the band. I know you guys did a couple little small tours and stuff like that.
Yeah, we did the Tech Trek. We did all the like Quebec Maritimes, and last show was here at Hard Luck.
Yes.
And we didn't go out west because just didn't work out with logistics and all that.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was fun. Like all the bands, Kennedy Vale, Archspire, Sarah Longfield. It was all crazy, man, and I couldn't have asked for better.
Yeah, no, it's a perfect billing for
the
you guys.
First shows with First Fragment.
Yeah,
it was cool, man, and we saw a lot of stuff. Discovered, just new things about touring. In-ear monitor systems and all the huge Archspire rig and all that. Like we saw a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
and we. First Fragment hasn't been playing a million shows, so like,
right? Yeah,
people do love to see them when they can. So
it's been like predominantly kind of like a studio project and very rare
there's
shows.
Been the drummer situation, no drummer, then a drummer, then no drummer.
Right,
it's been hard with that, but I think like we have something solid right now.
Yeah, it seems like it. Anyway,
I'm still level 1. Maybe level 2. Like they're wizards at level 1000 or something. So I'm working my way up.
Yeah, they're crazy, man.
But, it's fun. You learn a lot from them.
Yeah,
and you got Forrest,
like
amazing bass player,
Canadian bass player. Man, I remember, and I actually when I talked to him today, he's like, "We've met before, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, we met in 2007 when my band Crimson Shadows played." And he remembered your band, and he's like, "Yes, now I remember." I was like,
So you're like in a band where Phil Tuga, like top tier. I'm like, yo. Then you got Forrest, and Forrest's like, yo, Le Fou, man, you're good. And like, he liked what I do. And like, man,
that's your rhythm section.
And then you got Nick Miller, who's just like super chill, jazzy, shreddy, like does Ricardo anything. And he's just like, yo, man, what's up? I'm bored. It's super funny. So like, we got a good vibe, and like everything clicks. Like, I smoke weed. Phil doesn't. He doesn't get mad because I smoke weed or whatever.
As long as you can still perform.
We do our thing.
Yeah.
And that's it. No restrictions or, no bossing around, so to speak.
Yeah.
So no, it's good vibes. It's fun.
Yeah.
We're loving it.
That's excellent, dude. All right. So when it came time to write the record,
Yeah.
were you nervous? Were you nervous? And like, not only that, but how much control did you have over your drum parts and everything? They give you like kind of free range of it, or?
Well, like even Phil said in interviews, some of the songs were written before like Beyond Creation existed, like 2005 and shit. Like
way back
way back. So a lot of stuff he had already written, a lot of drums, like the songs were all complete.
Mm-hmm.
But I took the parts and put it in my own words.
Yeah.
And they liked my ideas. I gave some ideas on the structure, like in Soif Brûlante, when it goes to like a sort of breakdown-y part. Well, it was supposed to go like a skank beat and stuff. I was like, yo, let's go hardcore.
Yeah.
I played in hardcore bands. Heavy. And it's a cool part. People love it. The guys love it. It's, it brings something else. So
yeah,
little bits and pieces here and there.
Sometimes just getting that drummer's ear on things. Like for the most part, some guitar players are good at writing drum parts, but then some have
no idea and write impossible stuff. Like it's crazy.
I've been there. I've had to say no to sessions because I'm like, no, I can't. This makes no sense, and I would have to rewrite all of the drums to be able to perform this live, and that's just like no.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And that's a problem with many, many guitar players. And they listen to those drums for X amount of time. So when you do something different,
right,
it throws them off and they're not ready to like take it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it's hard, but all right, it's all part of the game.
Speaking of doing things different, we were talking about on the way here about how you play things differently every night a little bit.
Yeah.
Some of your fills and this and that, like you don't play everything 100% to the record. You kind of just feel out the vibe and play kind of at will.
Exactly. Because when you're doing a record, like I know drummers will practice the same song for 2 hours, get everything all the time, the same thing. And like, I can buy the album and listen to it and like again. I don't want to hear that live. I want to hear a legit performance. But like, if you're going to do something to add to the performance, why not?
Yeah.
That's what makes live shows.
Exactly.
Like, people pay to come see you perform. They can listen to the album, but when they come to see you, they don't want to see a static person playing, they want to see a performance.
Right.
So I want to give a performance. And I hate myself because I fuck up a lot because I want to give a good show.
Dude, I'm the same way.
But I have to accept it. I'll never be top tier, but the people like to have a good show. So if you have fun with the people, that's the main goal.
Yeah.
So I always try to have visual contact. I see people like playing drums looking at me. I'll look at them. Like they'll see a connection.
Yeah.
And it's just awesome, communicating through the music. And like they'll go, swirl the sticks. I'll swirl my stick, just give them what they want, and that's what makes it awesome.
Yeah, dude. I'm so glad to hear you say that. Cause like when I was in Europe and everything like that, like I got into this groove of like, because at first when I was touring with Stryker, there was so much pressure, like learn these songs and like,
when you're session.
And after each set, we would kind of like not really sit down, but they'd be like, oh, you need to make sure you're doing the pushes here and like here. And like, we're giving me notes on the set because we only had like a couple rehearsals. And I only had like a week and a bit to learn the songs. So it was kind of like, I was kind of like on myself.
You're rigging yourself on the way.
And then once I got into the groove of things, I started noticing that I could connect, I could perform better. And there were people at the front of the stage, especially with the Lothario shows in Spain. I would see like 4 or 5 people at the front, like looking past,
looking at
me, air drumming every single night. There's at least 2 people air drumming the entire set. And I was like, I'm doing my job. Did I play everything perfectly? Hell no.
No.
But I put on a great show, and I stayed on the click. I stayed on the click. That's my job.
That's what's important, man. Because a lot of people try to go crazy. Even me. I try to do stuff that I don't practice in life. So I just try stuff in jams or in shows. Like sometimes it's a hit or a miss. But you know, that's the fun of it. And when you have that communication with people, like some won't even see, like I'll drop sticks 5 times in a set. Oh, I didn't notice. Like, how did you not notice? No blasting and all. Like, they were having fun. They were listening to the set. Yeah. And I was able to just keep it going.
And you kept everything on time. You're hitting
even
something
if you mess up something, you got to keep going. So your beaters, man, Ottawa and Quebec, my beaters were flying. So like 2 or 3 songs, just one kick. So I just modify my stuff to groove it, even though I didn't have double kicks, you know, solos, the whole song, you know, just trying to do something to make it work. Yeah. And like, it's just all part of it, you know? So if you mess up, break a string, are you going to stop playing? No, just do something else, you know, figure a way out, you know?
Yeah. Depending what you should, if there's 2 guitar players, you change your guitar super quickly. The same way that we grab a stick super quickly.
I wouldn't stop mid-song. I'd wait till the end of the song, and then
I'm not a guitar player.
I'd fix my problem.
Drum-wise, absolutely 100%.
Like if I see a drummer, like once End of Crisis was playing, and right before the first big hit with everyone, his beater flew, and he stopped playing. Everyone guitars alone, no drums. I was like, yo, man, you play. I'll do your pedal, you know?
Yeah, don't figure that out.
Never, something happens, going. Never stop playing, man. You never stop playing.
Yeah. No, dude, I'm the same way.
Worst comes to, you're on a session, stop it after the song. Fix your stuff, press play, man.
That's it.
Just take the time to work it out.
Yeah.
And, you know, don't mess up a song just because a small thing happened.
Right.
You know?
I had a time where I dropped a stick, and then I tried to take the stick from my left hand, and give it into my right, and I could grab another stick with my left. Because I only keep my sticks on my left side, and that's my fault. And then I dropped the one. So literally, there was like a second there where I had no sticks in my hands.
And what'd you do?
I'm just like playing double kick, and then I grabbed a pair, and then I kept going.
You know what I do in shows purposely? I'll do air drum fills. Instead of playing, I'll just kick and just play around like that. People like that. It's funny, man.
Yeah, man.
And like, that's the connection you get. I won't do it the whole set. I'll just throw it here, and those who notice, like, yo, that was cool. Like, just having fun, you know? It's all part of it. You're playing music. You're playing. So when you play, you want to have fun. Even though it's your job or whatever, you need to have fun, man. And it's a team, you know, it's all a team. The band, the sound guy, everyone at the bar, the fans, you know, you're all a team there. We're all working together to make an awesome night, you know?
Yeah.
So
absolutely,
you gotta have that even between musicians. People like to see the guys having fun together, you know?
That's it. I think there's a sense of like when you're having that amount of fun on stage, and the music is just, it sounds incredible like you guys do. That to me is a different level of professionalism. Yeah. Like there's the guys that stand there and they're all serious and they're playing and everything, and it sounds good, great,
it's awesome.
But when you can be joking around and trying new things and like just having a great time with your buds on stage, and you're all just like on point, like that's the dream, man. That's where you want to be.
Let's be real, okay? Dragon Force. Need I say more? Need I say more?
Dude, they have the most fun on stage.
Yeah, and all the early shows, it was crap. But the people loved it because they had fun.
That's not true. Wasn't all the early shows weren't crap.
The solos were. That's what I meant.
There was a mid part, okay? I'm gonna edit this part out, all right? But there was a mid part after through the fire and the flames and all that. You know?
Sketchiness due to drunkenness. I think that's what's been said. Sam and Herman are hard on the drinks.
Yeah, Sam was for a long time. I'll say
so. Then mess up a lot. We'll put it like that. Messed up a lot of notes. People were still going nuts because it was fun.
It was fucking amazing,
you know.
Dude.
And the songs went A to Z, no problem. Yeah. Okay, misses notes and shit. Whatever, man. They're running here, there, jumping around,
jumping on trampolines. Like back in the day, they had a trampoline on stage.
No effects. Crazy. No effects.
Oh yeah, yeah. When you go punk rock, like
it's like it's not the straightest thing, but they have so much fun with the fans and as a band live. Yeah, that's what makes it. You know, I'm not saying Dragon Force was shit, but like a musician watching, it's like, man, like, what are you doing?
What are you doing? But, like that's not an A minor 7.
Yeah, like, but for the actual show, everyone was flipping. It was awesome.
It was. I remember the first time I saw them was in Quebec City. It was their first North American date. They were playing with Camelot, and they blew Camelot away. Like the place was packed, wall to wall, insane for Dragon Force, and then Camelot, it was empty, man. Like Dragon Force was insane that night, jumping on trampolines, and I was slightly intoxicated.
Was that the Ultra Beatdown tour?
No, this was the Sonic Firestorm tour.
Oh, they came during Sonic Firestorm?
They played one date. There was the last date on the Sonic Firestorm tour, and then the next tour would have been Inhuman Rampage, right? Which their first show was in Toronto, actually. I saw that one. It was insane. It was insane. Yeah. Fuck, I love Dragon Force so much. I love them so much, man.
They're good, man.
Yeah, they're incredible, dude. All right, now we're off topic. All right, let's talk about double strokes.
Cut that whole thing.
We're gonna cut the whole Dragon
trouble for that. I'm gonna get in so much trouble. Herman Lee's gonna call me out. Yo, man,
you said my playing was
shit. What you say about my band? He's gonna twitch about me.
I'll say Dave McIntosh in that era was fucking on point, man.
And G right now, he's crazy great too, man. Dude, they're so obnoxious, man.
Yeah, they're just way too good for their own good. Dude.
Italian grip, man.
Oh, dude, too good.
Here to Dragon Force.
Yeah, to Dragon Force.
I love Dragon Force, man. You have no idea how much I love Dragon Force, man.
Good.
For real.
All right, good. I think we just became best friends then.
More Striker.
You want to talk about Striker, do you?
Striker, Mortal Kombat.
Yeah?
You don't know him?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Mortal Kombat, Striker, the cop.
I don't know, dude.
You haven't played Mortal Kombat, dude?
Not since I was like 11. What?
You're dead to me, man.
Is it over?
You're dead to me.
Is it over now? Oh, dude. All right. I'm gonna have to play Mortal Kombat then. I'll get into it. God damn.
No choice.
All right, let me look at my notes here. Let's see where we're at. We got to get going soon.
We got a show.
We got a show to do.
I got to stretch.
Yeah, you got to do
that
stuff.
during our.
I have a million fucking things here.
Let's go, man.
Oh my God.
Full Larry, man.
Full Larry.
Larry Enticer. Send it.
All these questions are silly.
Like what?
All right, so
I'm silly.
I know you're a silly guy. All right, let's talk about double strokes. So let's actually talk about some drums for 2 seconds, and then we'll wrap this thing up.
Oh yeah, because today we're not talking drums.
Not talking drums.
In case you haven't noticed.
Yeah. All right. First of all, we want to take a second to thank our sponsor, Los Cabos Drumsticks. Huge supporter of the podcast. Thank you very much. We're both Los Cabos artists.
Made in Canada, home New Brunswick. Thank you, Los Cabos. You guys make awesome sticks, and we play them.
That's right.
To play awesome music.
Sorry, now we got mid-roll ads. What sticks are you using though? What are you on the Red Hickory? Did they get you with that?
Well, I like the Red Hickory because of
they sold them.
the extra weight, the small weight you get more, and like with that half inch or something more in length. I like it. I used 5B red, and the rock red, depending on gigs.
Yeah,
I like the rocks. They're super big. Like you can do big grooves.
I like them too. I use the rock, but I like the white hickory.
I want to try it for it. It's the weight thing. That's the main difference to me.
I find with the 2Bs, the white hickory is heavier than the red hickory.
Yeah, I haven't tried the 2Bs, so I don't know. But I find the white hickory just like feels better in my hand, and it has a little more weight to it. So I don't know, the white hickory, I'm sold on the white hickory. I play everything from 5Bs, 55 ABs, 2Bs, and the rocks. Like those are my 4 models that I play. Have you tried the Intense that are even longer? Well,
like
I use the 5B Intense. That's what I have. So I have that extra like half inch or something in length. Yeah. I like it. The balance is good. And I use the rock red. I don't think it's intense, just red. Mm-hmm. I use that to warm up since it's a bit bigger.
The rock, I don't think the rock comes in intense, like a longer, because it's already a longer stick, right? Yeah. I used the rock white hickory on the whole Striker tour. I fucking loved them.
They're awesome.
They were so good, man.
But when I'm talking about some First Fragment, it's a bit like, it's too big, but like it drains a lot of energy because of the weight.
See, I find it different that if you are using heavier sticks, it takes less energy.
Yeah, but to groove is one thing, but to blast beat the whole set, you'll notice it. You notice the weight. Like maybe with the white, I'd be cool using rocks. I'd have to try them, but I've been getting red for forever, so I need to get some whites and try it out. But I like the 5B red Intense. Seems good. The balance is good for blasts. I don't have to go too hard, and I can get a good sound constantly, and I don't have to go too hard to get it. And I like it.
Dude, it's funny because I used 5Bs for so long, and then I tried 2Bs, and I was like, this is so big. But then I just played with them for longer and longer. And then I go back to a 5B, and I'm like, this is tiny.
I know.
Like, these are twigs. Like,
I remember first time playing 7As, okay. And then when you play a 5A and go to 7, you're like, man. Like, to me, 5A is tiny, so 7A is even...
Oh my God. What, are you playing jazz? Are you playing jazz there?
Well, I was in school.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Orchestra,
seamless
jazz.
Transition. You are a learned drummer. You went to school.
I played violin when I was 5.
Oh, wow.
And then I played violin from 8 to 12. When I was 12, I went to high school in music in Mont-Tremblant. And so I got in percussion. So I did 5 years of orchestra and 4 years of jazz, like after school and stuff.
Yeah.
And after that, I went to Marie-Victorin in Montreal and got my degree in jazz drums.
Wow.
And then I went 1 month to University of Montreal. And I had Paul Brochu. Like, I don't know if you know Paul Brochu. He plays in Uzeb and Céline Dion, Gregory Charles, #1 call Montreal, you know?
Oh, yeah?
He was my teacher. And my teacher recommended I get him. And I don't know, it just didn't work out. I didn't like there was no connection between me and him.
Yeah.
And like it just didn't work out. So I just left after a month. before paying tuition, you know.
Oh yeah.
Dipped.
Yeah.
And I haven't been back to school, and I haven't practiced ever since because I have no teacher to tell me I suck. So
Yeah, perfect, man.
Yeah,
as
so
long as you don't have a teacher to tell you suck, then you're the best.
Yeah.
It's perfect. Yeah.
I
That's how we
wish.
do it.
I wish. No, man, I just play shows, man, and hope for the best, you know.
Do you think that any of that jazz learning that you did back in those days has been beneficial or influenced your playing in technical death metal?
Yes, it's been very, very, like, my first, like, real band I had was Heavyweight Division, which is a beatdown band. And it was breakdown, 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 two-step, breakdown, constant breakdowns, violence after violence. But all the tracks they had, it was tap drums, and it was all just trying to kick, following the structure, easy stuff. So I took the opportunity to add like small things here and
fill
there,
in all the gaps of everything,
and
right?
make it awesome, you know.
Yeah, you're still keeping that beat and your snares where they need to hit.
Exactly,
and the kicks
just adding small things to make it more musical.
Yeah,
you know, I watched Derek Roddy and George Colias a lot back in the day.
Oh yeah,
and you know, what do those guys do a lot? They won't just blast on their ride and stay there. They'll go you know,
they're always
very
accenting.
You know,
they're always and they have so many symbols, and that's why you have an array of splashes and chinas and everything, so you can do different accents and make the drums not just like a percussion instrument, but allow them to be a part of the music and be very musical as well. Yeah,
and when you're talking about songs like Gula, that has that big jazz feel part with the solos and all, having played jazz, like I can understand in a certain way what's going on and you know, play it a certain way. Or Veuve le Martyr, like having a good it's hard. It's hard.
Really
man.
hard. People don't understand how hard it's that simple.
Having
little
played
beat
jazz, I've seen different techniques and all, so I can apply it to what I'm doing, and that's what's fun. Is, you know, I don't just have green, red, and blue. I got some purple. I got orange. I got all the colors I want, and I can just paint my painting like I want to. So that's why every show is different, because depending on what's happening, I'll use this paint today, I'll use this color, you know, just make it a bit different every day. So it's just not always the same thing. It's refreshing, I guess.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Okay. All right. We got to get going. My beer is done. I want to thank you, LeFou, for coming on the We're Talking Drums podcast, man. This has been a lot of fun. I wish we had more time to talk. We're going to have to do part 2 of this, I think.
I think after show, we should talk a bit before we leave. That could be an option, man.
Oh, it could be.
We could hook it up.
Yeah. Well, let us know.
Because we weren't talking drums, and now we are.
And now we're leaving.
Yeah, so stay tuned.
Yeah. All right. Thanks a lot, brother.
You're welcome.
We're talking drums.